Gadget Girl here on day 41, hiking from Blackstone Cliffs to Devil's Fork Gap. I've made it to the intersection of the Jerry Miller Trail and the Appalachian Trail. Appalachian Trail is a little rocky up here, and there's still plenty of water in the trail. So what's not rocky is quite often muddy, but we'll get through it. Right here, there's a little choice. You can either choose the exposed Ridgeline Trail, which is the Appalachian Trail, or there is an alternate for bad weather. We'll take the real Appalachian Trail today. Well, apparently here, someone threw in the towel on the actual Appalachian Trail. I guess they went back for the bad weather bypass. It does continue to be rocky. Some pretty cool cliffs right here. Got a kind of sketchy little ledge here to navigate. A little more rock scrambling there. Stone steps here going up along that little boulder or big boulder. Love the slanted look of these rocks stacked up like that. It looks really cool. Trail continues to be pretty rocky, but very pretty. It's a little windy today, not as much as yesterday. Nice views up here to my right. Even more expansive views to my left. The exposed ridge trail was worth hiking. Plaque. It says Howard's Rock in honor of Howard McDonald, Master Trail Builder 2015. Hey Rod, is that one of your relatives? That tall peak over there is Big Bald that we will be climbing in the future. This is Fire Scald Bald that we are on. and it just has incredible views. Beautiful ridge walk here today. I love the way the ferns are growing on each side of this little rock scramble coming down Fire Scald. Fun little scramble there, I just had to come down. And another fun little scramble going up. Another steep scramble there, we just had to come down. That's a good one. Nice scramble. I've reached the other end of the bad weather trail where it comes back into the Appalachian Trail. Up through the trees here is a log that kind of looks from here like a lion. This is where the Appalachian Trail intersects with the dirt road, 2.6 miles into today's hike. It looks more like a four-wheeler path. You might get a Jeep or something up it. Trail is pretty easy walking right now. It's kind of following, I guess maybe that old dirt road turned at one time and went up here because it seems like it's kind of wide, but obviously it's no longer used. Vehicles are not allowed on the Appalachian Trail, so it's narrowing down a little bit, but it's still good walking. And I've made it to Jerry's Cabin Shelter. Kirby that way, water that way. And there is a bear box here, just beyond the shelter. After the climb up out of the shelter, we've come to a great big field. Looks like either they brush hogged it lately or maybe somebody works this field sometimes. I don't know. There's a very small pond up here. Looks like maybe an old cattle pond. I've made it across the field. There is a little access road here that does appear to access that, so people can get up to maintain it maybe. And then the Appalachian Trail turns off to the right here. Appalachian Trail. Jerry's Cabin Shelter, where it came from, 1 mile that way. Flint Mountain Shelter, where I'm going, 5 miles that way. Actually, I'm going beyond Flint Mountain Shelter. Pack it in, pack it out. Unless it's a Sasquatch sticker. And then you stick it on a Forest Service sign, apparently. There's a little monument to Howard Bassett, age 83, of Connecticut. Died in 1987, hiked the Appalachian Trail in 1968. His ashes were placed here in 1988. There's an intersection here with some sort of old dirt road. Doesn't look like it's in use either, unless it's a Forest Service road. It's not marked on the map. But here goes the Appalachian Trail. All right, it's time to hike Big Butte Mountain. If you don't want to hike Big Butte, you can take the Big Butte bypass right here. But we're going to continue on the Appalachian Trail and hike Big Butte. I guess this is pretty much the top because the trail goes down from the bypass. Now there's some upward scrambles up Big Butte. All right, here's where the trail joins back up with the bypass. So you didn't miss much. There weren't really great views. The only thing you missed, if you took the bypass, I would say, would be a rock scramble. Trail goes ahead here. Looks like we are crossing that same dirt road we crossed a little bit ago, going the other direction. As you come out from Big Butte, you come into an open field with some good views over to the left. Views that way. This trail goes this way. The trail has turned into a good bit of just side hilling here. Views to the side, partial views. Pretty easy walking for the most part. Kind of trail you can make some time on. I have reached the Shelton Graves, just a little spur trail here. It says it's short, so I think I'm going to try it. It says that there were a pair of Union soldiers killed on this spot while visiting their family during the Civil War. These are the Shelton Graves, David Shelton and William Shelton. And there's also a grave here for Millard Hare. Born 1850, died. The bottom was covered. Died 1863. It says it was erected by H.D. Hare Jr. And some other descendants of Millard Hare. Interesting. Very well maintained still. I guess somewhere once upon a time in this area was an old dirt road. I remember reading in Far Out about the only thing that lets you know there was a dirt road here was a half-submerged tire, and there it is, I guess. So I'm not sure which way the road even went. It went that way, maybe that way. Sort of looks like that could have been a road at one time. Nice little spring here, about 8.8 miles into today's hike. Pretty steeply. Looks like we're about to start an uphill climb. That mountain shelter here. Real cute little shelter. No one in it yet. Another bear box for food storage, which is great. Saves people from having to try to hang bear bags, and it is a lot more secure than hanging a bear bag over a tree branch that could break. Little stream crossing here. About 2.6, 2.7 miles to go to the shelter. Or not to the shelter, I'm sorry, to the gap. Shelter was just back there. Been kind of a long day. Doing 12.8 today. Kind of pretty how this tree has all these roots and rocks around it. And Rosie! There's a little campsite here about half a mile from the gap, from Devil's Fork Gap. Appalachian Trail goes up the steps. And I have made it to Devil's Fork Gap. Long and tiring day. 12.8 miles completed. Feeling accomplished.